There we go. Hey y'all, what's up? I am being a clumsy person. I am back home now. My son left me a beautiful present before we left for school. Let me show y'all what he left me. Beautiful. I couldn't ask for a better gift. Yeah, I'm back home. So I want to show you guys what I got from the dollar store before I go and sit at my computer like a mad person. Not a mad person, but you know, before I go and sit at my computer and get busy. So I went to Dollar Tree. First of all, I never buy books from Dollar Tree, but this title caught my eye. And when I read the description, I was like, this might be a nice little fiction book to, you know, take a little shot at or whatever. So it's not your typical happily ever after fairy tale. It's what happens after happily ever after. So I thought this was interesting. Got some magnetic bookmarks. I had to pick up the boys some more caps. The do-rag is a no-go, so we're gonna try these wig caps. These little toys, we're gonna play around with them and build and create some things. And he loves to get our bottles and line them up. So I got him his own 3 bottles to play with. He'll be able to play with these at certain points of the day. I'm not just gonna leave them out. I'm going to make my coffee and take my butt in the room, try to capitalize on this quiet time that I have. That's so true, man. I always find it interesting how things literally line up, because today's devotional is about the secret of contentment and what that is. And you know, we're always trying to get to the next thing. We always think that, oh, I'll be happier, I'll have joy, my life will be so much better when things are like womp womp womp. And that's not true. But today's devotional is just a reminder, like, rejoice in the Lord always. Fantasizing about the future is never going to bring you fulfillment, because it's never going to be enough. There's always going to be more money to have. There's always going to be a more desirable circumstance. There's always going to be something else. Always. Even when you get what you want, there's always going to be something else that you want. There was a time when I wanted to be a mother. And now we're in the toddler stage, and we're dealing with the challenges that come with being a toddler and having a toddler. And sometimes I have to correct myself about being present in the now and enjoying and rejoicing in the now, because there's gonna come a day where you're gonna wish you could go back to when he was a toddler. When we want children, we oftentimes are wanting children because of what babies do to our endorphins. I think that's the word that I'm thinking about. But like, babies just do something to you, but babies are not babies forever. There was a time I wanted so bad to be a mother, and I wanted a baby. He's not a baby no more. He's a toddler. He is really, really a toddler. But no, seriously, like, and even in the toddler stage, dealing with the challenges that come with it, having to adjust, dealing with the transitions, sometimes, you know, I get so, yeah, I'll say discontent. Sometimes I can be discontent with where we are and how things are going, and I want to get to the point where it's better. Who's to say it's going to be better? Man, I cycle through this book every year. I highlight, you know, what stands out to me. I underline what stands out to me, and then whatever notes I have for my current situation, like where I am in life, I make little notes for myself. And I love doing that because I'm able to reflect and look back like, okay, like this was a struggle point for me this time last year. Or even like sometimes I get really personal, you know, challenges in whatever aspect of my life. Yep, that's me. That's what I do. I like it. It worked for me. Back to what I was saying. Today's devotional is just a reminder. Worrying about the future, it will never bring you fulfillment, because that's just not your reality. Be present in the now and rejoice in that, no matter what's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and get yeah, man, gotta pull out my planner because I don't remember what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. I've talked to y'all for about 15 minutes now. Wasted time. It's all right. If you're happy and you know it, happy and you know it, clap your hands. Hey, good job. Open, shut them. Give a little clap. Good job. Orange. Orange. Good job. Mama do? Yeah. D. Good job, Mr. Independent. Where's letter E? Can we add it to our letter tray? E. You want to put it here? Okay. E. Where's letter F? Whew, girl. I'm sitting here editing this video that I recorded when I was heading up to the hospital to see my granddad. I'm having such an emotional time editing this. The amount of times that I cried while recording this, like the amount of trimming that I'm having to do, man. But I pulled the camera out really quickly to share this. I was in permission room and the Lord was dealing with the grief that I never processed or unpacked or dealt with, you know, concerning my dad. And, you know, even his passing, I never processed it. I just tucked it away, acted like it didn't exist, and kept going on. Right before permission room, God started poking at that area of my heart. And then in permission room, God affirmed my identity as his daughter, right? And then right before I graduated permission room, things took a turn with my granddad. It's like God prepared my heart for what was about to happen. I know it's not a coincidence that it happened that way. That, you know, God dealt with me about, like, Arnesia, like, give yourself room to really be you. Feel your emotions, process your emotions. Like, don't just tuck them away, because I care about those. Let me be with you. Before all this happened, the Lord started dealing with me about living in virtue. People need to see you live it out. And as you can see, permission room had me crying, child, because what? This is me applying what I learned in permission room. Although I'm very sad, I have this piece. Girl, I don't even remember. Like, obviously this happened, but if I did not have this evidence here, I would not even remember this. Oh my God, I might not be able to put this in here. Not at all. But I love my granddad. Good morning, people. It is not even 7:30 yet. I have on my mom fit, all right? I love these. I typically wear these little sets, these little two-piece sets from Amazon. I typically wear these when I have quick errands to run. Because they're easy, matching top and bottom, throw on a jacket, call it a day. And I'm taking my son to the doctor this morning because he is yet again sick. He has this horrible cough. His nose is running, and I'm taking him in to make sure that everything is okay. I don't like the way the cough sounds. He coughed all night, and he He coughed. It took him a second to fall asleep, and he coughed quite a bit last night. Although he slept through the night, he got in my bed and he was just coughing. So I'm taking a few extra moments this morning just to, you know, care for myself a bit and love myself a bit, make myself look a little more alive and well. Amen. I am still very tired. I got these spoolies from my mom's Mary Kay bag. I love these daggone spoolies, man. They open up at 8, so I'm gonna try to get some food in his system before we go, because I don't know how long this appointment is going to take. It's looking good. I don't look so sleepy. So we're gonna go get gas and then we're gonna go to the doctor's office. It's gonna be all right. All right, so we are back in the car. Thank you. The boy, there's a bug going around, so he has that. But also, my son is about to be 3 years old and he has his first ear infection. And I wasn't expecting that. It just didn't register. He was scratching at his head and I thought that his hair was dry. I thought that the rubber bands that I had in it were too tight. So I washed his hair and everything like that. He was still doing it and I was like, okay, well maybe I just need to like give it some time. Whole time it's an ear infection, child. And I am having to give myself a lot of grace. No, I spent a good bit of time knowing, right? Like, oh, this is that, so I know exactly what to do. You know, we've done this before, so I know exactly how to handle it. And now we are in a season where there's a lot of new things, and I have to give myself grace. And also sometimes it's a little overwhelming because I feel like it's one thing after the next of unfamiliar territory, which, okay, here we go. Arnesia, you never should have expected that once you made it through the newborn stage, like you would never have anything else to learn. Like, it's a journey. Okay. I think it just caught me off guard how it's literally one thing after the next.